McDonald's is not a food company. It never was. And the moment you understand what it actually is, you'll realize the burger was always just the distraction. This is not a theory cooked up by a conspiracy forum. This is something McDonald's own former CEO has stated on the record. Ray Kroc, the man who turned a single California hamburger stand into the most recognized brand on the planet, once told a group of business students at the University of Texas something that stunned the entire room. He asked them what business they thought he was in. They said hamburgers. He laughed. And then he told them the truth. "I'm not in the hamburger business," he said. "My business is real estate." That moment, captured in the 2016 film The Founder, was treated like a clever anecdote. A fun footnote in the story of American capitalism. But it wasn't a footnote. It was the blueprint. And once you see how deep this blueprint goes, not just at McDonald's, but across nearly every major fast food chain in America, you will never drive past a Wendy's, a Taco Bell, or a Chick-fil-A the same way again. Because what these companies built wasn't a food empire. It was one of the most sophisticated real estate acquisition machines in the history of American business, hidden inside the wrapper of a value meal. Let's start with a number that sounds impossible. McDonald's owns approximately 55% of the land and 80% of the buildings across its global network of more than 40,000 locations. That portfolio, the dirt and the structures, not the fryers and the fry oil, is valued at an estimated $30 billion. $30 billion. For context, that is more than the total market capitalization of Marriott International was trading at just a decade ago. The largest hotel chain in the world. McDonald's, on paper, controls more real estate than most dedicated real estate investment trusts, companies whose entire reason for existing is to own property. And the system it built to acquire all of that land is something that would make the shrewdest Wall Street investor stop and take notes. Here's the structure, and this is where the story goes from interesting to genuinely jaw-dropping. When McDonald's expands into a new location, it doesn't just help a franchisee find a building and hand over a license. In many cases, McDonald's itself buys or leases the land and the building directly. It then turns around and subleases that property to the franchisee at a marked-up rate. So the franchisee is not just paying McDonald's a royalty on every burger sold. They are paying McDonald's rent. Every single month. For the entire life of the franchise agreement, which typically runs 20 years. McDonald's is simultaneously the licensor, the landlord, and the brand partner. That is 3 separate revenue streams flowing from a single location. And here is the part that makes financial analysts quietly lose their minds: the rent payments are largely fixed, or tied to a percentage of revenue, whichever is higher. Which means even in a recession, even when burger sales soften, the rent still comes in. The landlord always gets paid. But that's not the craziest part. McDonald's didn't invent this model alone. The deeper you dig into the history of American fast food real estate strategy, the more you realize that the entire industry quietly reorganized itself around property acquisition over a period of about 4 decades, and it happened in a way that the general public almost completely missed. Because the genius of the strategy is that it hides itself inside the most ordinary-looking buildings in America. Picture this. You're driving down any major commercial corridor in the United States. You see the Golden Arches. You see the Taco Bell purple. You see the red roof of a Pizza Hut. You pass a Burger King, a Popeyes, a Sonic, a Dairy Queen. These buildings look cheap. They look temporary. They look like they could be knocked down and replaced by an apartment complex tomorrow. That's exactly what they want you to think. Because the land those buildings sit on is among the most strategically selected and financially valuable commercial real estate in the country. Fast food chains don't just pick locations randomly. They employ some of the most sophisticated site selection analytics in all of American retail. For decades, before artificial intelligence entered the picture, McDonald's used a proprietary aerial photography analysis system to identify the most promising development corridors in the country, tracking traffic patterns, demographic migration, and commercial growth vectors from the air. They were mapping America's economic future from small planes before most corporations had desktop computers. Today that system has been replaced by AI-powered geospatial analysis that can predict which intersections will see the highest commercial traffic density 5 to 10 years into the future. And McDonald's, along with its major competitors, is quietly buying or locking in those locations right now, before the development catches up, while the land is still cheap. This is one of the oldest wealth-building strategies in American real estate, buy ahead of the growth curve. And fast food chains have been executing it with military precision for 60 years. Now consider what that means in practice. When a McDonald's opens at a highway interchange in a small southeastern town that nobody has heard of yet, it is not opening there because the area already has traffic. It is opening there because the model says the traffic is coming. And when the traffic does come, when the subdivisions get built, when the retail corridor develops, when the property values on that corridor triple over the next decade, McDonald's is already sitting on the land. Already collecting rent from the franchisee. Already positioned for a sale or refinancing that will generate a capital gain that dwarfs anything the food operation ever produced. The burger was always just the anchor tenant. The real product was always the land. But here's where this story takes a turn that almost nobody has connected publicly. The fast food real estate machine doesn't just benefit the chains themselves. It has become one of the primary drivers of what economists call commercial corridor lock-in, the phenomenon where once a fast food chain establishes an anchor presence at an intersection, a cascade of complementary retail follows. Gas stations, pharmacies, dollar stores, strip malls. The fast food brand is not just a restaurant at that point. It is an economic signal. A beacon that tells every other national retailer, the demographics here are validated. The traffic is real. Come build. And when they come, the land that the fast food chain was already holding quietly appreciates again. McDonald's and its competitors are not just riding the wave of American suburban expansion. They are, in many corridors, actively generating it. What happened next, when Wall Street fully understood what it was actually looking at, changed everything. In 2015, a group of activist investors launched